Hi, you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So the very gifted Terence Crawford is planning on making his return to the ring March 28th as a junior welterweight. He's already looking at opponents such as Matthysse, Chris Algieri, Thomas Delorme, and even Mauricio Herrera. Now, outside of Thomas Delorme, all of the other three opponents or fights will be very attractive fights. Okay? I know Chris Algieri, he was stripped of his title when he fought against Manny Pacquiao. Matthysse, he turned down a fight against Adrian Broner so that he can have a shot at Chris Algieri's belt. And then, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I believe they moved Terence Crawford to the #1 spot for that same belt that Chris Algieri was stripped of, which I believe was the WBO belt, right? So it'll be interesting since Matthysse said he didn't want to fight against Adrian Broner because he didn't have a title. Is he willing to fight against Terence Crawford for that same title belt that he was trying to fight for, or he was trying to wait around for? That is the question. And then you have Chris Algieri, who obviously will want to fight to get his belt back. So, any of these fights would be very attractive, would be some great fights to see. I, for one, would give any of these fighters a lot of credit for getting in the ring with Terence Crawford because I believe everyone knows how good Terence Crawford is. Now, out of the four fighters that I mentioned, the only fighter that actually called out Terence Crawford was Delorme. So let's see if any of these other fighters will be interested to get in the ring with Terence Crawford. I mean, I know Mauricio Herrera, he has a reputation of getting in the ring with anybody. So I wouldn't be surprised if he raises his hand and said, I'll fight him. I would much rather see Crawford versus Herrera as opposed to Crawford versus Delorme. Delorme is a very good fighter, but obviously Crawford versus the other three fighters are just much bigger fights to put on an HBO main event card. So that's pretty much all I got. I'm looking forward to seeing who they announce as Crawford's next opponent. And I'll catch up with you guys. I'm on to the next one.